Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. So, back to work, whatever that may be for everybody. Deal with normal. So, here we go. So, sorry for being a little late today. It was an interesting day yesterday after my buddy left. You guys must have loved that video. The comments were fun to read, let's put it that way. And yes, anybody who sent me emails, I forwarded them on to him and told him to read all the comments. So, you know, not a dating service. I'll let you guys figure that out. Okay, that's beside the point. But just kind of funny. But I'm glad you guys appreciated the fact that I did bring him on and get some expertise, or at least get an introduction. I mean, what he decides to do going forward, sharing his wisdom with everybody else, is up to him. But hence the reason I'm late today is he was sharing his ideas with me, and so yesterday wound up being a very interesting day because, dealt with him and then met up with Mr. and Mrs. Mountaintop Preps, and we got to discussing stuff. And gee, what did we have while we were sitting right here at the kitchen table yesterday? We had a security breach up the street. And of course, Mr. Mountaintop Preps and me decided to go check it out and chase the people down and figure out what it was. It was people that were allowed to be here, so it turned out to be a big nothing burger. But it did solve a problem. I won't say solve a problem, but it did get the word out, if you will. Because as I said to him when we finished, I said, even though they were allowed to be here, now they know that we're watching. And if they talk to somebody else and just in passing, oh yeah, we went up there went up to the top of the mountain the other day, and the people that lived there stopped us and checked us out, that word will get around, which is a good thing. Okay, not that they're preppers or anything like that, but that they're watching. And eventually that may make it to somebody who has bad intentions, that, if I try to do anything over there, somebody's gonna see me. Now, again, y'all know I do, they do, everybody has cameras and motion detection and everything like that on properties. But reason why, when we were sitting here at the table, we saw this four-wheeler go up the mountain that we didn't recognize, and you can see the garage, it's obviously being built, and they stopped in front of it to look at it. Now, there's material in there, and not that it would be very difficult for somebody to scope it out and go, hey, look, there's a bunch of 2x4s in there, or whatever it would be. We can come back one night when we need and steal those 2x4s. That wasn't their intention, but I'm saying somebody could. They were being watched. It's, again, this is this is a hidden in plain sight thing. Okay, where are the bad guys gonna go? They are going to go where they figure they can get away with stuff and nobody will see them. Well, if word gets around that, hey, this is a place that you can be seen, or you will be seen, maybe they stay away. Now, think about this in an SHTF situation. Okay, everything goes crazy. People are going to go wherever looking for anything they have. All right, you start getting into full-blown SHTF, and could I guarantee, as simple as it is, somebody may try to steal firewood out of my wood pile. Hey, it's cut, it's seasoned, it's ready to go. Hey, we could just go out there in the middle of the night and haul up a trailer and just load up a bunch of wood. Until they go, yeah, but you know what? There's motion detection lights out there. The people watch. There's cameras. There's dogs. We're not going to be able to do this. Let's go find something else. Okay. This is when security gets into play. And this is why I was late, or why I am late this morning. So after talking to my buddy, we were talking about perimeter security and things like that. And I've mentioned many times, find where your blind spots are, anything along those lines. Well, so we were discussing things, those driveway sensors, whatever it would be, which, you put down on your driveway. Let's say you got a long driveway, it could be a quarter mile long. You put a sensor out there, and anybody that breaks through it, it'll send off a little alarm in the house that somebody's coming up the street, whether it's a car, whether it's a person, whatever it would be. And so I was looking at those and trying to see if any of those would work. Well, the problem I had with those is the sensor range on those was the one that had the largest sensor I could find was 50 feet. All right. I've got 300 feet of street frontage. That means I'd need 6 just to cover the front of the house, let alone another 300 feet on the back of the house, let alone 400 feet on each side of the house. So now you start going, this, not going to be efficient. I could have, what would that be, 6, 12, and then 8 more over there, so 20. So I'd have to have 28 sensors out there. Can you imagine having a box in the house? There's an intruder at zone 19. There's an intruder at zone... Which one was 19 again? Okay. That gets a little difficult and not efficient. So I found something yesterday, and I'm going to do some more research on today, but it is a seismic fence, if you will. So it's completely invisible. It's, those electric fences for dogs, you bury a wire and the dog's got a collar on and it beeps when the dog gets close, on the collar, buzzes or whatever keeps him from going anywhere. Somewhat similar. This is a buried thing that, and you can set the sensitivities, of course, you don't want a chipmunk to set it off or whatever it would be, but, set the sensitivity so, it's got to be 150 pounds or something of pressure in an area, and if it does that, then it'll set off an alarm. And the nice thing about those is you don't have to set up as many points. I think it was, each one had to be 30 meters apart, so that's, somewhere to the tune of around 100 feet. Okay, not as bad. But it's another way. I mean, obviously this isn't something for you live in an apartment or whatever it is, but it was something that I'm looking at for security for my situation. And those are things that you want to look at, the people that you have with you, the cameras, the lights, the sensors, the whatever would be, because every second of advance notice you have gives you more chance to be prepared for any sort of intruder. You don't want to be the first notification you have of somebody trying to break into your house or trying to hurt you is going to be when the first bullet comes through the window or the first boot kicks the front door. Okay, that's a little, I don't care if you've got a self-defense item, let's put it that way, right there on the table next to you. It's too late if the bullet comes through the window, and by the time the door's kicked in, it's probably damn close to too late. If you've got 5 seconds, 10 seconds notice, the alarm went off. I can grab whatever I want to grab to protect myself, and then I can go look. All right, I'm already prepared. I know this is a very minute type thing to think about in preparedness, but look at what you can do for your security in regards to early warning. And certainly start making it known, however you can, that your property, your house, your apartment, whatever it is not an easy target. If it gets obvious that it's not, the bad guys will go by. This goes right back to, like we said, about planting rose bushes under windows or something. Bad guys are opportunists. They're going to go for the easiest target, the one where they have the least chance of getting caught. If there's cameras or lights or whatever, they may go, hey, there's a camera there, spray it with spray paint, like you see in all the bank robbery movies. They don't know if they got them all. Okay, so they're like, oh, here's a house that doesn't have anything. We'll hit that one. It's just something to think about. I mean, obviously, putting something around the perimeter is more expensive. Making it known that you're watching is free. And you can do it very subtly. It's certainly worthwhile doing. Yes, and I'm not a dating service. But, God, your comments were hilarious. It's up to you guys. All right, I'm out, but I'll help. See y'all. Pinball out.